Hi there, Dr. Omri, Wellbeing Center. I promised another video that I would give you a little background story of how landing here at the Wellbeing Center has totally reignited my passion in the healing arts and how fired up I am to be here now and to serve to the greatest capacity that I have done so over the last 20 years of being a chiropractor body worker. And even how basically last year at this time, I could never have imagined that I would be here. And life seemed really dark and scary about a year ago. And I wanted to give you a little background about that. So little story just to kind of back up a little bit. But 2005 to 2011, I used to practice here in Santa Cruz. When my son was about a year and a half old, we had an opportunity to sell the practice and move back to South Florida, where my parents and Noam's grandparents live, and extended family. So we moved back to South Florida. We took some time off from life, so to speak, and it was great for a couple months. But a year and a half into that journey, I became a little depressed and didn't know where my life was headed. Being a purpose-driven guy, it was a scary part of my life. It was like, man, what am I doing? What's going on here? So I started dabbling in chiropractic again and got some jobs here and there and couldn't find the right place to be. I didn't want to open up my own practice because I knew I didn't want to stay in South Florida long term. So tried to kind of find a fit of where to be and couldn't do it. It just didn't feel right wherever I landed. I tried like 3 or 4 offices and even different styles of chiropractic and kind of tried to fit in and bring my unique gifts, and it just wasn't, when things just don't fit, they don't happen, and it wasn't happening for me. One morning I wake up and I get this email from a chiropractic coach who never sends me these types of emails, and it was about starting an Amazon business and how you can make passive income and even, continue doing your chiropractic thing. And I was like, oh, this sounds pretty cool. This could be my way out, So I started an Amazon business and I started selling LED lights on Amazon. I created a brand called Cosmically Solar, and the story of the company was basically to shine a light on humanity, to make enough money selling lights so that I can open up a dream wellness practice somewhere to be determined. I didn't know at the time where that was going to be. So 3 years into this journey, we start making some money, and the business has a little legs. And my wife and I decided, oh, let's move back to Santa Cruz. Some things lined up for us here with friends and at Happy Valley. And we ended up back in Santa Cruz 5 years to the week that we left. And we had a 5-year plan, which is pretty amazing. So we get back to Santa Cruz, and about a month and a half later, Amazon business completely tanks. And was the scariest time of my life. It even took me about 2 months to have the nerve to tell my wife, hey, honey, we got to close this business. Like, we're not making any money, and I can't keep it going. I can't keep the marketing going. It doesn't make sense, and we just have to shift our attention and do something else. So it became very apparent that was the case, and closed down the business, basically, and didn't know what was going on. And again, life was pretty scary, being in Santa Cruz and not having anything going on is not the position you want to be in, really, at least for me at the time. And so I was running into people during this time at the farmer markets, and people found out I was back. Some old clients of mine, and were asking, hey, can we see you for care? Are you seeing any clients? So I decided to rent space across the street here at the Center for Source Healing, Gitanjali Center. Many of you might know her, wonderful woman, and healer in our community. And anyway, so I rent space there for about a half a day a week, and through the center there, I started running into Christina Amaral. And Christina was like, hey, what's going on, Omri? Welcome back to Santa Cruz. I didn't know you were back. If you're interested, we'd love your help covering our practice across the street. We teach a lot now. We're hardly ever at the practice, and we'd love some assistance there. And it sounded really good. I used to cover here back in the day. I used to be under care with John and Christina and have tremendous amount of respect for them, as you know, per my last video. And I said, yeah, that sounds really awesome. So started to cover for them, and a couple months into doing that, we decided that I'm going to start my own day here, and I started to open up on Thursdays here, which was a day the center was closed, to be able to serve you guys more and be more present here. And the rest is history. Now I'm at the Wellbeing Center now, owner of the business. Could not have imagined this to be the case even as far back as a year ago. Super fired up, super amped to meet many of you who I haven't met yet, to share many tools I have to offer beyond chiropractic, zero balancing, craniosacral work. I do some nutrition response testing. I work with standard process. I do some kinesiology work. A lot of integrative tools for you and your family to elevate your health to levels that you can't even dream about being possible, and that I trust that I can help you with. Anyway, I'm going to share another video with you very soon about, kind of fits into this story. It's a video about how my body, during the time the Amazon business failed, how I developed a low back condition that totally crippled me, literally. And I knew there was something there. I just didn't know what it was at the time. And I'm going to share that with you. And also, when you do come in for care, all of you, when you come in, I'm going to give you all a gift of light from the Amazon business, so that I can shine my light upon you. Look for my next video. I look forward to seeing many of you. Thank you so much for your time, for watching this, and for connecting. And I'll see you soon. Take care.